always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Clemson's offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach
turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Flushed out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Klubnik. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Eastline set just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
That nifty return sets up the offense in the gates. The yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson set up with another 1st down.
42 Spider.
Running back searching for a hole. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Randall. Sweet cut there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out. Who's the best in conference? Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Hudson.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Van Dyke. He's got his man across the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to...
Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, SMU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Quarterback making adjustments. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to... ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Haynes. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. They'll mark him. To the excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He might want another play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. Rush is on him. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll toss it to the left. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Sure hands, it's Haynes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. Finds some fresh air. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
We got a timeout. Late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. On the move, he fires. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They're down to the 20, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
No, if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first.
It in the first down and more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Touchdown, SMU! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's caught. It's Moore. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Here comes the heat. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. On the option, he'll pitch it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Klubnik. Now rolling to the left. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Knight. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Hudson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The offense coughs it up. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Racing to the right. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense putting points on the board. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Really nice job to get him past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Buying some time as he moves left.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down and get some positive yards.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking to fire. Extending the play. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Now improvising. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. You've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
Trying to keep the drive alive. The Mustangs get it past the sticks. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on.
Thank you.